Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Baseball on HCAM. Tom Nappy on the call as the Hillers take on Medfield. Hopkinton 9-6 on the season as John Waters set to throw the first pitch. And it's a swing and a miss by Jack Collins, the first baseman. Medfield 14-2 overall. And we just watched an exciting Hillers softball victory over Medfield, 16-4. And now it's time for baseball. We had a rush over here a little bit, but we made it. And we are ready to go. Set to deliver. And there's a swing and a miss. So John Waters, the starter for the Hillers. He'll be up against Thomas Shirtleft today for Medfield. And there's a strikeout. One away. That'll bring up Jack Goodman, the shortstop. And we'll check out the Medfield batting order. You got Jack Collins, who just led things off with a strikeout. Jack Goodman, shortstop, batting second. Nate Backey, the right fielder, hitting third. That pitch down low. Matt Donahue, third baseman, hitting cleanup. Scott Donahue, the catcher, hitting fifth. Rat Nickerson, second baseman, hitting sixth. Thomas Shirtleft, the pitcher, hitting seventh. As this is hit in the air, right side, gone, ranging over, no, off the pole. Hitting eighth is going to be Sean Watts, the left fielder, and Jack Iovino, the center fielder, hitting ninth for the Medfield Warriors. And we'll get you the Hillers defense momentarily as well, right after this pitch. Look good from here, but the umpire says a ball. Dylan Locke is the catcher for John Waters. Andrew gone over at first base as this is hit in the air. Right side, foul out of play. Just out of the reach of Mike Burney, who's in right field today. At second base, Scott Pagliuca, Nick Paharik at short, Joe Scardino at third. From left to right, Joe Carazza, Charlie Petruni, and Mike Burney. 2-2 the count. And we apologize, we are working on some technical issues, so our camera work might not currently be the best, but we are getting you this game anyhow. Mike Tarosian and Denise Untaki helping out on camera today. And with technical issues, as this is hit in the air, and it is caught by Nick Paharik, 2 away. That'll bring up Nate Backey, the right fielder. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. Up high. 1-1. And that's tipped foul, 1-2. John Waters has pitched very well this season and ended up becoming the Hillers ace with a couple injuries, as this is hit just by Scott Pagliuca. And it's a 2-out single for Nate Backey that'll bring up Matt Donahue, the third baseman. Down low. 2-0 now. The Hillers fell to Medfield at Fenway Park a few weeks ago. And one of the featured games for MIA baseball at Fenway Park to help raise money for the Jimmy Fund. Certainly a great experience for both teams. I was very disappointed I was unavailable to be there that day. But John Ritz at least got to go, as we're going to have a walk. So Donahue draws the walk. 2 on, 2 outs. Scott Donahue to the plate.
Hit your cuts, boys. Hit your cuts.
A couple of Donahues in the Medfield lineup. Scott and Matt. There's a strike. Wind up and the pitch. And this is going to take a couple hops up the middle, throw to first. And they get the out. 1-3, 4 out number 3. We will head to the bottom of the first. We are scoreless on HCAM. Bottom of the first inning. Joe Carazza to start things off for the Hillers. Scoreless game as the left fielder awaits the pitch from Thomas Shirtleff. There's a strike. Thomas Shirtleff, a captain of the Medfield Warriors. Great ball player. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Joe Carazza, the left fielder, starting things off for the Hillers. Nick Baharik, shortstop, batting second. Dylan Locke, the catcher, hitting third. Andrew Gahn, first baseman, hitting cleanup. Charlie Petruni, center fielder, batting fifth. Joe Scardino, third baseman, hitting sixth, down low. Mike Burney, right fielder, Scott Pagliuca, second baseman, hitting seventh. Mike Burney, right fielder, hitting eighth. Lenny Onkin, the DH, hitting ninth. Wind up and the pitch. Reaches for that one, misses it, and it's out number 1. That'll bring up Nick Paharik, the shortstop. Let's take a look at the Medfield Warriors' defense. Thomas Shirtleff on the mound. Scott Donahue behind home plate. Jack Collins at first base. Bert Nickerson at second baseman. Jack Goodman, the shortstop, as that's fouled off. Third baseman, Matt Donahue. From left to right, Sean Watts, Jack Iovino, and Nate Backey. Wind up and the pitch. Down low. And this is going to be hit up the middle. Glove by the shortstop. Throw to first. 2 away. I'll bring up Dylan Locke. Dylan Locke has hit the ball well this season for the Hillers and has been very solid behind the plate. And this is hit high in the sky. Look out, cars. Towards the parking lot it goes. Oh, boy. That did not sound good. Swing and a miss. We have 2 hard-throwing pitchers today in this one. Tom Shirtleff and John Waters. Matchup of aces. And this is hit in the air, right side, foul out of play. Look out in the woods. Down low. There's a ball, good eye. And this is up the middle. That's going to get through. Good piece of hitting by Dylan Locke, a 2-out single. And that'll bring up Andrew Gahn. Andrew Gahn to step in. And he gets a good piece of this one over to center field, and it's caught as Jack Iovino is playing pretty deep, and that is the third out. We are scoreless after one inning on HCAM. Top of the second inning. 6, 7, and 8, 2 up for Medfield. Brett Nickerson to start things off, followed by Thomas Shirtleff and Sean Watts. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. The 0-1. A little outside, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. There's strike 3, one away. Second strikeout of the game for Waters. I'll bring up Thomas Shirtleff, the pitcher. Takes a strike. The 0-1. And he gets a piece of this one over to the second baseman. Throw to first, and he got him. 4-3 for the second out. We'll bring up Sean Watts, left fielder.
3006.
Wind up and the pitch.
Jetpack problems.
Down low. There's a strike. 1-1.
Yes.
Swing and a miss. 1-2. And he gets a piece of this one past the glove of the second baseman. And that is going to be a base hit. A 2-out hit for Sean Watts, the left fielder. That'll bring up Jack Iovino, the center fielder. There's a ball. Here's the 1-0. Inside. Two-zero pitch. Swing and a miss. The 2-1. Up high, checking at first. And he got him! He gets Watts with the back pick. And we will move to the bottom of the second. We are scoreless on HCAM. Bottom of the second inning, Charlie Petruni stepping in. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. Petruni, Scardino, Pagliuca due up. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And he's going to take off as that was a strikeout. Gets by the catcher and he's aboard. So you can mark that down as an error on the catcher. Joe Scardino will step in. Slight lead at first, swing and a miss. The 0-1. Hit high in the air, right side, and it is foul. 0-2. Just out of the reach of the ranging first baseman, Jack Collins. And again, folks, working on a technical glitch with our streaming. So the camera work might not be as great as it usually is. But we are happy to bring you this very good TVL large game. Slight lead over at first base for Petruni. Ooh, that's fouled off. Thought I got a piece of the umpire there, but he appears to be fine. Down low. 1-2. That's up high. And that's fouled off. There's strike three, one away. That'll bring up Scott Pagliuca. 1 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Short left, dealing some gas out there. Slight lead by Petruni at first. As Pagliuca asks for time. And just back safe is Petruni. There, strike three. Oh, maybe not. Apologies. A little outside, says the umpire. Or it was 0-2, that's correct. And he held up there. And sliding into second is Petruni. Takes the base with him, and he's safe with the steal. 1-2 the count. Time called by the hitter, Scott Pagliuca. Shirt left looks at second and deals, and this is up the left side, picked up by the third baseman. Throw to first, they get the out, but Petruni able to advance to third. Five to three out. Actually, you ended up going back to second. They'll bring up Bernie. He was halfway down the line, went back to second. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 2. Runner just back to second. And the throw from Scott Donahue actually hit him. He is safe. The umpire going to check on him. Looks like maybe it got turf in front of him and went off his face area. Petruni on second, 2 outs. And this is up the right side, slow roller, picked up by the second baseman. Throw to first, they get the out. 4-3, 4 out, number 3. We'll head to the top of the third. We're scoreless on HCAM. Both of them down. Top of the third inning. Jack Iovino, the center fielder, coming up. There's a strike. There's a ball, 1-1.
Thank you.
And that's fouled away. Count remains 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Swing and a miss. There's out number 1. the third strikeout of the game for Waters. I'll bring up Jack Collins. Well, certainly looks like a pitcher's duel here today. There's a strike. He winds and deals. A little low, 1-1. And this is fouled up the right side. Leg lift and the pitch. Right back up the middle, off of Waters, could be trouble. Picked up by Pagliuca, he throws over, and he manages to still get the out, I believe. Yes, he does. What a great play there by Pagliuca. Certainly an awkward play to make, and he's able to get to it just in time as Jack Goodman will step in. Wind up and the pitch, down low. That's fouled off. 1-1. There's a strike, 1-2. And this is up the middle, glove by the second baseman. Throw to first, got him. 4-3, 4 out, number 3. Scott Pagliuca coming up with a couple of great defensive plays in that inning. We'll head to the bottom of the third. We're scoreless on HCAM. First pitch of the bottom of the third is a little low to Lenny Yonkin, the DH. Shirt left deals, fouled off. 1-1. Wind up and the pitch, up high. High and outside, 2-1. Fouled into the backstop, 2-2. Pretty good battle here between Yonkin and Shirtleff. And this is up the right side. Slow roller picked up by the first baseman. He'll step on the bag for the 3 unassisted out. 1 away. Joe Carazza to the plate. TVL standings, Medfield at the very top, 14-2. Ashland 10-5. Westwood 8-4. Norwood 8-6. Hopkinton 9-6. Holliston 8-8. What a very competitive TVL large it is. Wind up and the pitch. Carazza bunts, foul. TVL small, also pretty competitive. Dover Sherborne 8-6. Dedham 8-6. Bellingham 6-9. Norton 4-11. Medway 4-9. Millis 0-15. Believe it or not, we're Pretty close to the last week of the season. A swing and a miss. The 0-2. Little high. 1-2. Kratza struck out in the bottom of the first in his only plate appearance. Takes that low. 2-2. Swing and a miss. 2 away. That'll bring up Nick Paharic. Swing and a miss. Breaking pitch in there for strike 2. Had a nice drop to it. 0-2. Fouled away. Shirtlift, a pretty quick pitcher. Doesn't really take too much time to get ready for the next pitch. And this is chopped in the air. That'll drop into center field. And Nick Paharic is aboard with a 2-out single. That'll bring up Dylan Locke, the catcher. Locke is 1 for 1 today. He singled in the first inning. Check in at first. Runner back safe. Wind up in the pitch. There's a strike. Runner taking off, fouled into the backstop, and he'll have to return. 0-2 the count. He winds and deals. Inside, 1-2. Hit high in the air, right side, foul. Look out, everybody. Slight lead by Paharic at first. Inside, 2-2. Dylan Locke, certainly a tough hitter to work against. Wind up and the pitch. Inside, and the back pick to first. Runner back safe. Full count. Runner taking off, fouled away. Good battle here between Dylan Locke and Tom Shirtliff. And he's going to pop this one way up, and that is foul. Two outs, Paharik on first. Well, Dylan Locke making Thomas Shirtliff work a lot in this plate appearance. That is certainly what you want to do against a good pitcher like Shirtliff. Make him throw. Up high, he draws the walk. 2 on, 2 outs. Andrew Gahn to the plate. Gahn flew out in his only plate appearance back in the first. We'll have a pinch runner for the Hillers. Jack Lang in the game to pinch run. That's fouled off into the backstop. Pretty significant lead at first, swing and a miss. 0-2. Takes a look at second and deals. Breaking pitch in there for strike 3. Gahn goes down looking. And we are through 3 innings. We'll head to the top of the 4th. We are scoreless on HCAM. Top of the 4th inning. 3, 4, and 5 due up for Medfield. Nate Backey, Matt Donahue, and Scott Donahue face John Waters. It's been a good pitcher's duel so far between Waters and Shirtliff. There's a ball. Tom Nappy, happy to be with you on the call. Denise Santaki on camera for some Wednesday night Hiller baseball. Down low. 2-0. And that's chopped foul. 2-1. Little outside, 3-1. And this is hit high in the air, over to left center. That's going to get down for a hit, and he's going to keep on going over to second base. And that is a double by Nate Backey to start off the 4th inning. That'll bring up Matt Donahue. Good piece of hitting there. He drove that one far. The Oilers, they know how to play the turf well, and fortunately for them, they were playing deep on that one to keep it at a double. There's a ball inside. 1-0. Strike 1. The 1-1. There's a bunt, fouled away. I think both teams know in this one you're going to have to manufacture runs. As Backy had a pretty significant lead. Little low. 2-2. And he just held up. That'll fill up the count. And he gets him swinging. One away. That'll bring up Scott Donahue, the catcher. 1 on, 1 out. There's a strike. The 0-1, down low. One and one the count. Waters takes a look at second and will throw over. Runner just back safe. Good effort there by Petruni. A little slow to get up. It appears to be okay. Down low. 1 and 1. Correction, 2 and 1. 2-1 pitch. Nice strike there on a breaking ball. 2-2. And he gets him chasing. Throw up to first, no problem. So a strikeout with the 2-3 out, and that'll bring up Brett Nickerson, the second baseman. Backy ended up staying put at second. There's a strike. Set to deliver. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Wind up and the pitch. And there's strike 3. So after giving up a double, he strikes out the side. And we are scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 4th on HCAM. Bottom of the 4th inning, Charlie Petruni starts it off with a foul. 0-1. Petruni, Scardino, Pagliuca due up. Wind up and the pitch. Down low. 1-1 the count. Short left delivers up high. Two one. Hit in the air, right side, and caught. For the out, one away. Nate Backey makes the catch. Sean Watts to the plate. Joe Scardino to the plate. Scardino 0 for 1 today. Takes a strike. There's another one. 0 and 2. Inside, 1 and 2. And he chases that one, got away from the catcher, throw up, no problem. Strikeout and the 2-3 throwdown. 2 away, Scott Pagliuca to the plate. There's strike one. Now Shirtleff is hitting his spots out there for Medfield. And this is a breaking pitch, hit back up the middle. Shirtleff with the flip to first. Not a problem. 1-3, 4 out, number 3. We're moving along to the top of the 5th on HCAM. Top of the 5th inning, Thomas Shirtleff to start things off for Medfield. Be followed up by Sean Watts and Jack Iovino. Scoreless game. It has certainly turned into a pitcher's duel between Shirtleff and Waters. And both pitchers efficient as well. Not a whole lot of pitches thrown. So that's fouled away. The 0-1. And this is going to be a trickler up the middle, drop by Waters, and the throw not in time. And a little bobble there. And Shirtleff reaches. That would have been a tough play to make. You could argue it was an error, but we'll give it an error for the little bobble. Sean Watts will step in. Oh, that hit him. 2-on with no outs. Jack Iovino will step in. First time Medfield has had 2 on base since the first inning. They did have 2 outs in that situation, and we're going to get a mound visit from Coach Simos and some warm-up action for the Hillers. Getting loose is the junior Charlie Simulus. We've seen a few times in the infield for the Hillers, but he hasn't pitched since August. He had a surgery, which kept him out of commission for a while, pitching-wise. But he is getting loose, and perhaps we'll see him tonight. Vino stepping in. He's struck out tonight. Two on, no outs for Medfield, as they look to strike first here in the top of the fifth. There's a bunt, and that hit him. That's going to load up the bases. Well, that was just an unfortunate inside pitch there, as Jack Collins will step in. Leg lift and the pitch. And this is up the right side. Throw home is going to get away, and a run will score. And it's a 1-0 Medfield lead. Well, that's got to go down and has an error on the errant throw. So Tom Shirtleff comes around to score, and there's still no outs in the inning. And you still have bases loaded. And not sure what is happening here. It looks like there was perhaps an elbowing motion that might have interfered with part of that play. And actually, that run might be erased. Well, let's see. It looks like now that we're going to try to get a handle on what's happening here. A little bit of confusion on both sides, I think, and now the umps are going to talk it out. So we are in a review here in the top of the fifth. I think what's happening is the umpire might have called Shirtleff out at the plate because he stuck his elbow up, which interfered with the throw. Where it was Collins who was going to first who interfered with the throw home because he stuck his elbow out. So now it looks like the runners are heading back. So you have bases loaded once again with one out. So they're going to call Collins out on the interference. And all the runners are going to return. Shirtleff back to third, Watts back to second, Iovino to first. And this is driven in the air over to right field. That's going to get down. Here comes one run to score. Shirtleff is in. And now Watts being waved around, and it's 2-0 Medfield. And that is quite a hit there by Jack Goodman. A 2 RBI double. Iovino is up to third. Goodman is second. Nate Backey to the plate. Two on, one out, two in for Medfield. And there's a strike. And there's a bunt, and he's taking off. Throw back to third. And now the throw over to Locke, gets around the catcher, and he scores! So the risk pays off. Iovino is in. Get caught in the pickle, able to steal home and make it 3-0. In the meantime, Goodman advances to third. Now the umpires are going to have a talk. All kinds of craziness here in this top of the fifth. Maybe they're talking about if you ran out of the baseline. And it looks like Medfield's going to keep the run. Well, things work out for the Warriors anyhow. I'd imagine this is going to be the last inning. We'll see Waters. As Backey stands in. And he gets a piece of this. Up the middle, through it goes. Here comes another run. Goodman's going to score. It's an RBI single for Nate Backey. That'll bring up Matt Donahue. 4-0 lead for the Warriors. And things are going Medfield's way here in this top of the fifth. And this is up the middle. Slow roller. Picked up. Throw to first. Got him. Another good defensive play by Pagliuca. Backey advances to second. 4-3 for the out. Scott Donahue stepping in. Oh, that hit him. And Waters a bit frustrated. We might get some warnings here, some tension on both sides. I don't think that hitting the batter was intentional by any stretch. But it looks like we're going to see a new pitcher. So that's going to be the day for Waters. Charlie Simulus going to come in to pitch. It'll be his first time on the mound since August, as he had surgery on the arm and has not been able to pitch, but he is going to come in and relieve Waters. A 4-0 Medfield lead. We will step aside on HCAM. Charlie Simulus in the game for the Hillers. Brett Nickerson stepping in. Wind up and the pitch. Little low. 1-0 count. Simulus Jr. I'm sure certainly happy to be back on the mound during a game as this is fouled away.
Let it go, let it go.
Takes a look at second and deals. And that's fouled right towards us. And a big thank you to the Medfield coach, because that would have came right for us. Good stop. By head coach Dave Worthley, as that's popped up. Right side and caught for the out. A nice catch there by Gahn. And that will wrap up the top of the fifth, but Medfield leads it 4-0 on H-Camp. Mike Burney stepping in for the Hillers, 8-9 and 1 due up. To face Thomas Shirtleff, a 4-0 Medfield lead. There's a strike. Well, it was a smooth sailing game until that top of the fifth. Medfield got the bats going. 1-1 the count. Wind up and the pitch. Fouled away. Look out, Cars. The 1-2. Breaking pitch. Inside, 2-2. There's warm-up action for the Hillers. And this is chopped up the middle, picked up by the second baseman. Throw to first, not a problem. 4-3 for out number 1. Lenny Onken to the plate. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Onken grounded out in his only plate appearance in the third. Chops that foul. 0-2. And this is up the middle. Glove by the second baseman. Throw to first. Not a problem. 4-3 for out number 2. Top of the order for the Hillers. Joe Carazza stepping in. Wind up and the pitch. There's a strike. Hillers still one win away from clinching the playoffs, or playoff spot at 9-6. There's strike 2. Of course, they have a few opportunities to do so. They'll have a busy week next week. I believe they'll have 4 games next week. Swing and a miss, and that'll wrap up the 5th inning. To the top of the 6th we go. Medfield leading 4-0 on H-Camp. We are ready to continue on into the top of the 6th. 4-0 Medfield lead. As Charlie Simulus back out there to start off the 6th inning. Stepping in is Thomas Shirtleff. There's a strike. There is warm-up action for the Hillers. Jack Arthur, a call-up from the JV team, getting loose. That pitch down low. 1-1. Medfield also has warm-up action on their side. Down low. Two and one the count. He winds and deals. Ooh, a little low, says the umpire. 3-1. Leg lift and the pitch. Hit high in the air towards left field, and it is going to drop. They lost it in the lights. It was going towards left center, and he's going to keep on going to third base. Throw off the mark. That is just a rough break. Sometimes it's just very difficult to see the ball that high up in these lights. And both outfielders lost it. Carazza and Petruni. Shirtleff is aboard. That'll bring up Sean Watts. That was a sky-high shot. I know I lost it. I pitched down low. So it's a runner on third with no outs for Medfield. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count. And this is chopped up the middle. That's going to get through. Here comes another Medfield run. And RBI single for Sean Watts. I'll make it 5-0 Warriors. Jack Iovino to the plate. Line up and the pitch. Outside. Simulus takes a look at first. Slight lead by the runner. Couldn't hold there. There's a strike. 1-1. Simulus long glare at first. Watts with a pretty good lead. There's a bunt pulled back. Runner thought about taking off. Back pick. He's back safe. 2-1 count. And he deals. Oof, that one was close. 3-1. Ball, according to the umpire. And got a little tip on that one. That'll fill up the count. Fouled away. He winds and deals, and this is hit high in the air, right center, and it is going to be dropped near the fence. And that is going to be a double for Iovino. Watts up to third. Still no outs in the inning. Jack Collins to the plate. That was close to getting out of here. Fell just in front of the fence. And another tough one to see due to the height. Fouled away. Oh, and 1 the count on Collins. And this one's hit high in the air, over to center field, and it is caught. Runner from third going to tag. The throw is going to be to third, and it's a 6-0 game. So Iovino slides into third. Watts around to score on the sacrifice RBI flyout. That'll bring up Jack Goodman, the shortstop. Wind up and the pitch. Down low. Now Jack Arthur has concluded getting loose. He's ready to go if needed. Swing and a miss. We'll get a mound visit from Dylan Locke. Runner on third for Medfield. 2 more runs have scored in this inning. It's a 6-0 Warriors lead. Wind up and the pitch. And this is ripped up the middle. What a catch by Pagliuca. That was a rocket. And he corrals it in for out number 2. Nate Backey to the plate. That was not an easy catch to make. He has made some good defensive plays today, as he normally does. Leg lift and the pitch. There's a strike. Fouled away, 0-2. Well, the Hillers going to be down to their final 6 outs. Leg lift in the pitch. And this is hit in the air, and that's going to drop into left field. Rolls past Carazza, and a run is in. And Backey is going to be stopped at second. An RBI double. 7-0 Medfield. Another good piece of hitting there. Matt Donahue to the plate. And it looks like we're going to get a pitching change. Coach Simos takes the ball from Simulus. And certainly good to see him back out there on the mound. And Jack Arthur will be coming in. Call up from the JV team. We'll step aside on HCAM. Medfield leads it 7-0. Jack Arthur on the mound for the Hillers. 2 outs in the inning. Runner on second. Matt Donahue to the plate. Medfield has plated 3 more runs in this inning. They lead it 7-0. Jack Arthur making his varsity debut. Donahue 0 for 2 with a walk. The lefty looks at second and deals. Swing and a miss. Well, I'm sure Coach Simos certainly happy to add a lefty to his pitching staff. Line up and the pitch. Little low, says the umpire. 1-1. Working from the stretch. Arthur delivers, and that is popped up behind home plate, and it is not going to be caught. comes down pretty awkwardly. Floated around up there a bit. One and two count. And this is hit high and foul out of play. Oh, that hit the batter. 2 on, 2 outs. Scott Donahue to the plate. Line up in the pitch. There's a strike. Donahue's 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 5th. Looks at second and deals, and this is hit in the air over to left center. That'll drop down. Here comes another run. And the second runner going to be stopped at third. And that is an RBI single for Donahue. That'll make it an 8-0 game. And now Brett Nickerson to the plate. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. He winds and deals. Ball 1. Looks at first and delivers. Outside. Medfield has batted around in the 6th. Second time batting around this game. Fouled off. Two and one the count. Down low. 3 and 1. Looks at first and deals. There's a walk, bases loaded. It's going to bring up Tom Shirtliff for the second time this inning. Arthur winds and deals down low. Well, certainly not easy making your varsity debut in this situation. There's a strike. Nice pitch from Arthur. And this is hit up the middle. Here comes another run. Here comes a second run, and it's a 2 RBI double by Tom Shurtleff. Great hit there. It's 10-0 Medfield. Sean Watts to the plate. Well, this won't be a game that the Hillers want to look back on too much. Certainly a game you could learn from, though. Playing against a very good Medfield team. To be 14-2 in the TVL Large this season is just unbelievable. Swing and a miss. Let's turn into a 6-run inning for the Warriors. A little low, says the umpire, 1-1. Sean Watts has had a good day. He singled twice and was hit by a pitch. Also scored a pair of runs and drove in a run. The run he drove in was earlier in this inning. Takes that inside. 2-1. Up high, 3-1. A walk here would reload the bases. Arthur needs time. Wind up and the pitch. That's going to get by the catcher. Both runners going to advance. It won't matter because they were going to advance anyway since it is a walk. Jack Iovino will step to the plate. Bases loaded. Yeah, chance to add a few more runs for Medfield. It's Brett Nickerson at third. Tom Shurtleff at second. Sean Watts at first. Fouled away. Look out. Hiller's bench area. It's Jimmy Chadwick at the plate. Takes that high. Pinch hitting for Iovino. Wind up and the pitch. Down low. Well, Arthur struggling a bit to hit his spots. Down low. 3-1. You wonder if Coach Simos likely going to try to leave him in to close out this inning, unless he runs into too many more problems. There hasn't been anyone else getting loose, so. And there's a walk. Another run will come around. Brad Nickerson comes around, and Coach Simos going to visit the mound. Taking a long, slow walk out to the mound. Jack Collins set to step in. Some words of wisdom from the Hall of Fame coach, Steve Simos. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Foul away. Jack Collins just staying alive there. And this is chopped up the middle. That's going to get through. And an RBI single for Collins. 12-0 Medfield. Shirtlift comes around. Watts to third. Jimmy Chadwick to second. Jack Goodman to the plate. There's a strike. And foul off the netting, 0-2. Inside, 1-2. And this is up the middle, back to the pitcher. Arthur throws the first, gets the out. But Medfield, well, they played a lot of runs, and they lead it 12-0 as we head to the bottom of the sixth on H-Camp. Bottom of the sixth inning, Frankie Opedisano stepping in. First pitch is a strike. There is a new pitcher for Medfield. Brett Nickerson is pitching. He was the original second baseman. Wind up and the pitch, and chopped foul. At second base now for Medfield, you have Will Carpenter. There's strike three, one away. Dylan Locke's due up, but we're going to get a pinch hitter, Jack Lang, stepping in. Chopped up the right side, glove by the first baseman, and there's out number two. Another pinch hitter here, Ray Robichaud will step in. Ray Robichaud in for Gone. The lefty awaits the pitch. There's a strike. I'll give the young guys a plate appearance. Even though this game's not going your way, get them some experience. Strike two. And he holds up 1-2. Down low, 2-2. Now, this is the last home game for the Hillers. They'll be on the road next week of the regular season. Anyway, right back to the pitcher. And that is going to be the third out. And the end of the ball game, the mercy rule is going to come into effect. So Hiller softball, they mercy Medfield today, but the Medfield baseball team got a little revenge over the Hopkinton Hiller Athletics faithful as they get the shutout victory over the Hillers 12-0. Fantastic pitching by Tom Shirtliff, and the Medfield Bats were rocking today as they take down the Hillers 12-0. Hopkinton falls to 9-7. Medfield improves to 15-2. For Denise Antaki on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for watching Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Baseball on HCAM. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.